Yeah, you remember how I said in my last two reviews that you should go see Sorcerer's Apprentice and definitely see Predators? Forget all that. Go see Inception. Get to the chopper and see it now! Hello, welcome back to Film Master Reviews. I'm Adam J. You know, it occurs to me in the year that I've been doing these movie reviews, I have never once actually sat down to review a Christopher Nolan film, which to me is a shame because he's one of my favorite directors in Hollywood right now. The man cannot make a bad movie. Christopher Nolan making a bad movie would be like Spidey 2065 admitting to himself that Spider-Man 3 was a bad movie. It will never happen. So after making several wonderful films like Following, Memento, Insomnia, The Prestige, Batman Begins, and The Dark Knight, how does Inception measure up? Ladies and gentlemen, this is his masterpiece. This kicked The Dark Knight square in the nuts. Okay, I should note, I've been in a three-way. This movie was better than that. Yeah, this movie was better than a three-way with two steamy hot red-headed twins. And I think that this movie gave me such a visual orgasm at one point that I actually cried cum. Oh yeah, that happens. Inception is a real high-concept thriller about controlling people's thoughts, emotions, actions, and reactions through their dreams. Leonardo Dicaprio plays Cobb, a man who makes a living manipulating the subconscious minds of others with help from his friend Arthur, played by the Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe, and complex technology. They stand as men for hire, for whoever is willing to pay for manufactured dreams that screw with the minds of their opponents. When one of Cobb's missions goes badly in dream territory, he chooses to bring his career to an immediate stop, until he is blackmailed into one last job. If you're confused at this point, you should be. Nolan's plot is so deeply complex and so well developed that it's tricky to figure out what is going on in the film half the time. While watching it, you may find yourself constantly recalling one of Nolan's previous films, Memento. And like Memento, Inception is a film that will reward you with repeated viewings. The acting in the film is phenomenal. If Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't get the Best Acting Oscar for this or Shutter Island, I'm gonna be one pissed off movie critic. DiCaprio has evolved into one of the best actors in cinema. The first time I saw him was in Critters 3 and God Did That Suck. But after movies like Titanic, Catch Me If You Can, Gangs of New York, and The Departed, he has certainly grown on me. When I hear a Leonardo DiCaprio film is hitting theaters, I only have two questions. One, is Martin Scorsese directing it again? And two, when and where's the damn movie playing? Because this is going to be good. Ellen Page does a fantastic job in her role, which is a lot coming from me, because even though I liked her in Juno, Whip It, and Hard Candy, I still couldn't find a way to forgive her for destroying Kitty Pryde's character in X-Men The Last Stand. Thanks to this film, Ellen, you are officially forgiven. And of course we get a bunch of Nolan favorites like Michael Caine, Cillian Murphy, and Ken Watanabe, who are great as always. But the performance in this film that stole the show was Tom Hardy as Eames. Every time he's on screen, he's so suave and so badass that you could swear you were looking at Sean Connery in his prime as James Bond. The James Bond franchise, as of late, has been suspended indefinitely, so if they were to recast James Bond, I would love to see this guy take on the reins. And funny enough, he's already been casted as Max in the new Mad Max film, Fury Road. So I'll be seeing that opening night for sure. Christopher Nolan has created a film that dwells deep into your psyche and doesn't let up for a second. If I have one complaint with the film, it's the ending, because the ending is just a huge cock tease. It's cool, but it's a huge cock tease. However, it's a good kind of cock tease. It is. It's a good thing, because you gotta look at it like, well, sex. Look at the movie like sex. When you sit through another movie that has a cock tease ending, like, say, The Sixth Sense, and you watch the entire movie, and then you get to the ending where there's that big surprise or whatever, and you look at it, you're like, wow, I sat through this boring-ass movie. It just gave me one huge cock tease, and throughout the film, it didn't so much as caress my penis. That's it, screw this. I'm gonna go watch Die Hard, a real Willis movie. Now, when you watch a film like Inception, the entire film is a visual orgasm. So, when you get the cock tease ending, you're like, Can't tease me all you want, bitch. I just got my dick sucked for the past 2 hours. Do yourself a favor, just go see Inception. The special effects, the great acting, and just the world that Christopher Nolan has created in general are only 3 of the countless reasons to go see this film. This is Filmmaster Reviews. I'm Adam J. Levitt.
It's called Inception.
You create the world of the dream. You bring the subject's secrets into that dream.
Then you break in and steal it.
Exactly.
You're not prepared for this! Wake me up! Wake me up!
Dream's collapsing.
Inception, rated PG-13, theaters and IMAX, July 16th.